Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, wake up! Welcome to the after party! Wake up, put your hands up, put them up! It's time that you make your voice heard! Wake up, put your hands up, get them up! Hell yeah!
Welcome to the Still Real After Party. And we're doing this after a gigantic fucking snowstorm. We basically got Triple H'd, aka buried, by a ton of fucking snow. So this one's coming at you a little late, but at least this time I am joined once again by my co-host.
Hey, I'm back.
Jake.
That's me.
I am Zanca. So Jake, how was your vacation, buddy?
Hot.
Where'd you go?
Caribbean places. I went to, I don't remember, San Juan, which is a shithole. There's a cool, fort, but that's pretty much all they got. I don't like San Juan. And then St. Martin, which is nice. St. Kitts, which is nice. And there's one other place I don't remember. But I'm sure it was fine.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. It was, none of it was really destroyed by a hurricane, so.
Oh, yeah.
Grand Turk.
That's right.
Grand Turk was the other one. And I think that's my favorite one.
Was it as good as Gran Torino?
The movie?
Oh, yeah.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I like that one. But yeah, I mean, it was a good time. As shitty as it sounds, I've been on a couple, so I've kind of seen these places already.
Yeah.
So it's just all the same to me. And I'm going on another one in September, so good luck with that.
All right, privileged.
Hey,
now,
I'm paying for this one, all right?
I hung out here with fucking ghosts. You didn't tell me this fucking place was haunted with gremlins.
I could have told you, that. I listened to the episode, and I could have absolutely told you that this place was haunted. Because I've been saying that for a long time.
Oh, dude, I agree now. Now I agree. And people ask me questions about fucking Chris Benoit. It's like, all right,
geez.
this is getting shady. I'm getting the fuck out
Yeah,
of here.
I heard that too, and I'm like, why would Chris Benoit be in New Hampshire at a machine shop?
I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense.
Ever know.
That's true, I guess. This would be the time he decides to show up and strangle you to death.
I thought it was happening. I'm not gonna lie.
Neck get a little tight.
So, you want to get into some stuff? I mean, we could talk about Raw, SmackDown, Fastlane's coming up. I have absolutely zero notes about anything that's gone on this week because I'm putting in as much effort as WWE Creative has into building up towards Fastlane and WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much SmackDown was just a, hey, let's make matches for Fastlane that don't matter show.
And that's what happened.
Yeah, so, I mean, we can get into whatever you want first, but I had a little game I wanted to play. You know how I like games here. Mm-hmm. So I feel like the guy from Saw, his name is Billy, the little puppet man.
You're going to tie me to a toilet and I have to chop off my own leg?
Yeah, but wrestling related.
All right, I'm into this.
So I'm gonna play a game that I like to call It Was Me All Along.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you, or I'm going to give you some facts about a superstar.
Basic facts.
Or diva, women's wrestler. It's not Kurt Hawkins. That could have been a hint, but it's not. I'm going to give you some trivia, and then you're going to tell me who it is.
All right.
They get progressively easier.
Good, because I'm terrible at trivia.
So, he's a one-time United States champion. He's a one-time... I said he, so that gives it away half already.
No titties. Got you.
Yeah, no titties, no. He's a one-time IC champion. He's a one-time tag team champion. All right, that's your first three.
And that's it.
That's all you get right now. See, like I said, it'll start hard, and it'll get a little easier as we go on.
Is there more to this?
Yeah, I got more.
All right. No, I mean like more to this guy, or is that's what I'm going off of right now?
That is what you're going off of right now. I want to guess after every few clues.
So he's got Uno off of everything.
Yeah.
I'll just say so. He's more of a mid card guy.
Yeah.
That's all he's won. Shit, dude. I can't think of anything right now. I'm gonna go. Someone that's never won the big one. Oh my god, everybody that's coming to mind has won the big one. Fuck, dude. I'll say fucking Trevor Murdoch.
No. What? He didn't win any of those. I think he won the tag. Champ. That's it.
Yeah, that's all.
This person's won all of these.
Dude, I was thinking Swagger. I was thinking Del Rio.
Nope. All right. These are. I guess this is. It's not going to make it much easier, but these are the other clues I have. His first match was on SmackDown in 2005. And he was a jobber to Matt Morgan.
To Matt Morgan?
Yeah.
Eugene?
No. Eugene wasn't around in 05, was he? I thought it was a little after that.
Told you I'm terrible at trivia.
And he never won any titles.
Done a
I don't
lot
think
of
either.
drugs.
Actually, he won tag titles once. His first win was against a jobber after being one in 2009 on ECW television. The new one.
ECW
Obviously.
television. I got nothing.
All right.
What was the vampire guy's name?
Vampiro?
No.
No, the other one. Not that guy.
Okay.
Shane. No, something Thorne.
Yeah,
But
Kevin
no,
Thorne.
Kevin Thorne. That's it. Not
Straight
him,
up
no.
porn name.
Yeah, absolutely not him. He forced an ECW legend into retirement. It was a feud they had, and the match determined if this legend would leave, and this person won.
His first match was on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things once.
Mm-hmm.
Legend. Tired. Who was the legend? Was it credible?
Tommy Dreamer.
Tommy Dreamer. Oh. I don't know.
All right. He has one WrestleMania win.
Fandango?
No. Also, none of these champions. This one hits. This is where it gets really easy.
You say this. I have no idea.
That's true, but if you follow this person at all, you might figure this out with this.
Carlito.
Because no, it hits home with me, and I'm like, I relate.
Okay.
He's a huge Funko Pop collector.
I don't know.
Oh, okay, well, and he's a former YouTube sensation.
Zack Ryder.
Woo woo woo!
Finally,
You know
dude.
it. It took all my clues, but you got it.
Yeah, I'm terrible at trivia.
So the reason I thought of Zack Ryder for this is because he's got kind of like he's got some accolades there, sure, but he's not someone you would immediately think of, which kind of proved to be true.
Right.
But he has won all these things, and it was funny that you mentioned Kurt Hawkins right before we did it, because that's who he won the tag titles with.
I know.
So that's what I got for that.
Good old Zachy.
Yeah, where's he been? He hasn't been anywhere. He hasn't been on TV, nothing.
I don't know.
I miss him.
Mojo's been off too for a little while.
Well, Mojo can stay off, though. I like watching Zack Ryder. I don't need to watch Mojo at all. So we have kind of a lot to talk about. We have...
Really. Don't lie to the people. They've watched.
We're going to make sure... we're going to make a lot to talk about, because that's what we do. That's why we have a podcast.
Okay, let's
we need to drive conversation. That's what we do. We do have Fastlane predictions to talk about, so we can start with that.
It's not going to be a good show.
It's not going to be good at all.
I feel like they're just fucking throwing things together right now.
That's 100% what's happening.
And the feeling of that is making me not interested, which sucks.
Me either.
And then the fact that you know what WrestleMania is basically built around Roman Brock, and that's something I don't really care about. So Fastlane was an afterthought completely, it feels
I
like.
did actually forget it was this week.
Right.
And I mentioned it earlier in the week to you. I'm like, oh yeah, Fastlane is this weekend, and I did not know that.
I mean, they just, Nakamura, Rusev was just literally out of nowhere.
That's
like the way
fine.
they're throwing these matches together. You want to start with that one? What do you?
I guess
gonna do,
it's probably going to be the it's either going to be that's the pre-show match or the Divas are the pre-show match.
I don't
Not
even
the
know how they're
women's
going to
champion,
have a pre-show match. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches.
Yeah, they'll have one pre-show match, and it'll be either the Divas tag or the women's tag, or the Nakamura Rusev, which is a bummer, but at least they'll both be there.
I don't think Rusev is going to be pre-show just for the fact that
It's
Nakamura's
Nakamura.
in a high-profile WrestleMania
That's what I think
match.
too. So
Yeah.
that's why I think it'll be the tag match.
All right, well, let's start with Nakamura Rusev. The promo, for some reason, it wasn't that great, but I was
I
laughing
enjoyed it. Yeah,
throughout
I
it. You
enjoyed
know
it.
what I mean? Rusev looked like he wanted to laugh too, looking
course.
at Nakamura, and when Nakamura sang his Nakamura Day, I was laughing.
And then he walked away, and Rusev's like, "You can't just make up your own holiday."
Yeah, that part was great, man. But,
Anytime Rusev is on my television, I'm a happy person. So like that was good for me. I enjoyed that. But
Yeah,
you're
it
right.
was
I mean, it was just a throwaway segment.
It was close to cringeworthy, which is why I was like kind of taken aback, but then I was laughing at it. I was in there with him, I guess.
And Nakamura's got some pipes. That was pretty good.
Dude, he sang better than don't take this the wrong way, but he sang better than he speaks English.
Absolutely.
It sounds like Ozzy. Ozzy can't talk for shit.
No.
And when he sings, it's incredible.
Yeah, that was it surprised me for sure. So what do you think? What do you think's gonna happen there?
I'm looking forward to the match because both these guys are pretty hard hitting guys.
Yeah.
I think it's like, if I'm supposed to break it down like a real thing, I think it's gonna be
Well, it's real.
an entertaining match. Obviously I don't see Rusev winning.
No.
They're gonna keep Nakamura strong,
know.
which they should though.
I agree,
He's going
but
into Mania.
I want Rusev to win all the time.
I know.
And he never will, and that's that. He's not going to win. Nakamura wins.
Big Rusev fan. If you've been keeping up with Rusev, printing his own shirts and stuff on all of his videos on YouTube.
Is he really?
Oh,
No,
dude,
I haven't seen that.
Check it out. It's hilarious.
I know that he retweeted you though.
Yeah.
He quote tweeted you
Quote tweeted.
on the Still Real, the official Still Real Twitter account.
Yeah.
Not ours, but that's fine.
We were like, not gonna watch if Rusev doesn't
come a tank.
Yeah, and he was like, well, I gotta get booked first, brother.
We're hoping you get booked, so that'd be great.
But yeah, so I think the match is gonna actually be a pretty good
be
match, and I think obviously Knox going over.
It'll be a fine match, but like I said, it's just kind of a throwaway match. It was just put together for no reason, just to get the two on the card, I would assume. But I guess that's a good thing that they're still including Rusev in something. So I'll take it at face value and hope for the best.
So Becky Lynch and Naomi versus Natty and Carmella.
This is more of a who cares match than the other one.
Yeah, another one that was just kind of thrown together. You know, Becky Lynch and Naomi are two of my favorite females on the roster. In the ring, I think they're incredible. They tell great stories. Naomi's obviously charismatic. She's probably the best, physically gifted female performer they have.
Sure.
And then Natty, Natalia is what she is. She's
there
a veteran.
and super cringeworthy, and I don't like Natalia.
And Carmella needs to do something.
I love Carmella, though.
Since she's won the Money in the Bank, she's been an afterthought as well. So,
well, what I said, as far as SmackDown goes, she got the loss to Becky Lynch, which kind of led to this match, and that's, I don't really take too much to that because I feel like it's just building her as an underdog to then cash in successfully. I think, but who knows?
I feel like a lot of the shine has fallen off her. I hate to say that, but since Ellsworth has been gone, it's
true.
He was really interesting. He was really garnering her a lot of heat.
I know.
And mic-wise, he was cutting really good promos and getting people interested. So I feel like I'm not saying she can't talk.
She doesn't need him, but he helped.
Yeah, he helped a lot. Because,
it's a bummer.
Where she's at now.
I know. It's a bummer because she's, in my opinion, she's one of my favorite ones, personally. And I don't know why. Maybe I like the character. She's obviously great looking, and she's a good wrestler. She's gotten so much better since her time in NXT, stuff like that. But
100%, yeah.
But they're just they're not ruining her, but they're not doing what they should be. I think she should have cashed in and won already, and had a decent run. But
a lot of this too is because it's WrestleMania season.
I know.
A lot of the talent that we normally talk about and get pushed to the back burner for, Kurt Angle's, Triple H's, Shane, Stephanie, these type of matches that are going to be going on, and Roman and Brock. And
okay, Roman and Brock, I'm fine with that. It would be better without Brock, but I'm fine with that. But I understand what you're saying in the fact that people like this kind of just they're there, but they don't know what to do with them.
That's where all the focus is, and you can tell because everything underneath it is just shit.
Yeah,
I don't know how else to say it. I'm a big wrestling fan. That's why I do all of this stuff, and it's just
it's
losing me.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to see it not come together.
Right.
And I think by Mania season we'll be a little more hyped. We're in Mania season, but you know what I mean. Once it gets closer, we'll be a little more hyped for it, just because that's always kind of the vibe it brings. And when we talk about it, it'll be better. But as of right now, I know what you're saying. It's kind of falling flat.
It's a 6-hour show.
I know.
Basically two matches.
I know, but listen, you just gotta.
Hardy Compound isn't even going to be happening at WrestleMania.
That's not going to be at Mania. Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought it would be, but that's fine, I guess.
I understand they don't want to be playing a prepackaged thing with the crowd there.
That's true, but then it'd be better than what they did last year with them in the ring and the weird graphics and shit.
The worms and
that was bizarre. That was so strange and unnecessary. I think that was last year.
So that's 2 matches down. I don't care who wins this
one. Neither one are important. I think the heels will go over just because Becky Lynch went over on SmackDown, so I guess.
Yeah, I'm going with that too.
Yeah, so I don't know. Oh, I forgot to mention, I wasn't here for it, but I went 100% on Elimination Chamber predictions.
Dude, so did everybody else.
Hey, listen, you didn't.
Because I remember you said
you had hope. How dare you? But hey,
that's the thing though, is it's so predictable right now that it's boring.
I know. I'll take the W where I can get it.
I called Heyman's whole promo on Raw. I called Roman coming out and talking what he said. I called it word by word what was going to happen.
I know.
I'm like, he's going to drop a UFC line to get the
of course,
the fake shoot.
Of course,
he's going to say bitch. It's like it's so predictable right now in every aspect.
I know.
It's making me angry.
Yeah, but here's the thing, and I think it'll be a little better. And I know.
Oh, now you have hope, huh? Your little vacation has rejuvenated you?
No, I have no hope. But after WrestleMania, maybe we can get some of that hope back because Brock will hopefully be gone for an extended period of time.
He's
hopefully
going
ever.
to UFC,
hopefully ever. I don't want him back ever again. even though he'll be back.
He already knows who his opponent's supposedly going to be as well.
What,
so.
John Jones?
Possibly.
That's what they're trying.
I want that, but if John Jones can't get his license, they have
Yeah.
somebody else on deck.
Oh boy, interesting. Do you have any idea who it is?
No.
Okay, neither do I. But yeah, once Brock is out of the picture and the champion, regardless of, obviously it's going to be Roman, but regardless of whoever it would be, he's going to be on weekly television every single week, and that's going to make a big difference in my opinion. And I think it'll be Braun he feuds with next. So they've already had a successful... Whatever, that's fine too. Either way, like, I don't care. It's going to be successful either way, and it's going to be...
What's
the
gonna be
promos are going to be
successful?
good. Everything. Like, it's just going to be a good program.
The Universal title doesn't mean jack shit.
It will. I'm telling you now.
It has no prestige.
I'm telling you now, with a weekly champion,
No.
and it's going to be Roman Reigns that brings it back to prominence. I'm telling
This
you now.
isn't even a dig on Roman. The title means jack shit. It really does.
Currently, yes, I agree with you, because of the holder.
Because of the holder, and
Yes.
because when Finn won it, he had to vacate it the next night.
That was a
That's
bummer.
No
That was-
slight to him, but like, look, your title's off to a bad start. It looks like dog shit.
See,
fucking-
I said it a couple weeks ago. I love it now. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's really I mean, maybe
'Cause
because
you
I don't
like
see
bad
it ever.
things, though.
Well, I do love bad things. Like, I love bad
You're like
movies.
me, yeah.
I love The Browns. I love The Room. Have you seen that movie?
No,
That's
I
a
haven't,
crazy
but I'm a
piece of
Browns
shit.
fan.
But yeah, I like the belt because I probably haven't seen it much. So
Maybe
maybe
that's what it
once
is.
it's weekly, I'll hate it again. I don't know, but I like it now.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get. Why are we even talking about it?
I don't remember. Oh, just because WrestleMania build, everything's predictable, all that.
I know. I mean,
Predictions.
pretty much every match on Fastlane is semi-predictable.
I
predictable
think
as well.
so. Yeah. I
just-
mean,
Let's talk about Charlotte versus Ruby Riott for the women's title.
I'm actually excited for this match because not Absolution, the Riot Squad. Absolution is an afterthought now. The Riot Squad has been killing it every week, in my opinion. Ruby can cut really good promos, and she obviously we know who's going to win, but she kind of feels like she's posing a threat because of her squad. So it's it made me actually interested in this surprisingly more than most things on this card.
The one thing I will say is I didn't realize either A, how small Ruby is, or
Very small.
B, how big Charlotte is.
Both.
Because them standing side by side,
It is
It's
both.
quite a difference.
And then Dasha Fuentes just doing the middle bit.
Oh, yeah.
I can't. I say it every week. I cannot stand those center of the ring like interviews. They're so frustrating. And SmackDown just has so much wrong with it. I mean, Raw does it too, but at least Raw doesn't really have those stupid graphics that are on every
They do now.
promo.
They
Do
do
they?
now,
Oh,
yeah.
good, great. Maybe I just don't see it in the Hulu version because that's all I watch now because I'm smart.
Yeah.
But I missed apparently a lot in the Hulu version.
Oh, dude. You
So,
didn't
yeah.
miss anything.
Well, I didn't miss anything good,
You didn't miss anything noteworthy.
and I have all the notes.
The only thing you needed to see on Raw was Braun and Elias.
Yep, which I did.
Which was, I mean, going into it, I was like, this is going to be awful. I'm like, why are they doing this to my boy Braun?
Well,
Because I thought it was too gimmicky. But then when the match started happening, I was like, this is awesome.
here's the thing: they put the two perfect people in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was, if anything like weird gimmicky like that is gonna work, that's gonna be it, and it's gonna be those two people because they can, in my opinion, they're the two hottest people on the roster right now on the SmackDown
Up and coming.
or Raw. Yeah,
Yeah.
like they're the two. They get pops every week. People are loving their characters.
Huge in the merch department.
Huge, and Elias just keeps pumping out the merch too. It's great. They if they're gonna be putting a gimmick match like this, they're gonna make it work, no matter what it is, in my opinion.
Yeah, I thought, and Elias came out looking like, even though he took the big loss, he
Right.
came out looking like a pretty big star. I mean,
Yeah, but losing to Braun is not a big loss because it's Braun. He's huge,
yeah.
and he's beaten Braun technically before. It just he
Yeah.
didn't pin him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I just, he's going to be coming out in a dress soon, I feel like. Braun.
Braun or Elias, like they're gonna ruin one
Elias
of them.
is basically in a dress. He's got his goddamn thing on.
I just don't want them to like. They're doing so well with the both of them.
I know.
If they screw one of them up, I'm gonna just question everything
I agree.
because it's just so good right now.
And it's funny, though, because if this was WrestleMania maybe, 6 or 7 years ago,
Yeah.
which it's not, but if it was,
Right.
you would have seen a guy like Elias in the Intercontinental Championship match.
He should. I mean,
And
I like the Intercontinental Championship match as it is right now.
Of course you do, because it's huge stars who should be in the main event, but they didn't know what to do with them,
Right.
so they put him in with the Miz. This is where the IC title is supposed to be something that you go after to build you up. And Miz
Right.
is perfect. He's the perfect mid-card champion.
I
'cause
agree.
He does that. Rollins is, no offense to the IC title, above it.
No, yeah, absolutely. So is Finn, but I mean, they needed them, like you said, they needed them there,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna be. I'm saying it's gonna be the match of the night. in my opinion, because all three of them can go. They're going to put on a stellar performance, and it's going to be just so much fun to watch.
It's gonna be a lot of Sling Blade. From
Sure,
from
that's
Michael
fine.
Cole.
But I mean, I'm used to Michael Cole and his just awful commentary, because it's not awful. It's just he's annoying. But he does his job, I guess.
He does.
So Charlotte wins, by the way. We never even said
back
that.
to that.
Yeah, back to what we were originally talking about. Charlotte wins, retains the women's title. That is a nothing throwaway match too, in my
with you
opinion.
on that one.
I think everything will be.
Let's talk. This is the match of the night coming up. It's
It
gonna
will
be Usos versus New Day.
100%.
And I don't think anybody's gonna really be able to top it. The six-pack challenge, I feel like it is gonna have good spots, but as an overall match, I'm saying Usos versus New Day is gonna get probably my most amount of pizza slices.
Definitely. Yeah, the thing about this six-pack challenge is it's going to be, like you said, it's going to be fun, but it's going to be a spot fest pretty much.
A lot of finishers.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. That's what any kind of big match like that is. So, Usos and New Day, every time they've been in a match, it's been incredible. Up in the, 7 to 8 slice range every time.
It's the thing about them, though, is they're going to have time to tell a story, I feel, too. Hopefully.
For sure.
Unless, the Bludgeon Brothers come out and it just turns into a schmoz.
Which could happen, but I don't think they're gonna interrupt, but I don't think they're gonna get involved in the match.
No.
Maybe, I don't know. It's a tough call.
I feel like it's going to be one of those things where the crowd's going nuts, couple false finishes, and the Bludgeon Brothers come out and
ruin it.
Yeah, because this is Fastlane. It's not important. It's
But
going to be a schmoz
even
finish.
with that, though, I still think it'll be the best match of the night.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
Regardless of how it ends, because that'll be near the end when that does happen. And the only reason it would happen is to set up the Bludgeon every time. The guys with the hammers, the Hammer Bros.
Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah, to set them up for a tag team title match, probably at Mania, which is kind of gross, but that's fine. They need to be on the card, not the Bludgeon guys, but the Usos need to be on the card. So
100% agree with that, and I think it's probably going to be another triple threat type deal, probably
with New Day again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like New Day's going to need something to do. You know what
That's
I mean?
true.
And
they're going to host again.
I don't think they're going to do that.
They're not going to host again.
Yeah, I think it's going to. I think there's going to be a lot of we didn't know what to do with these guys, so let's all throw them in all these big matches.
That's 100% what it's going to be, and that was proven with the IC title match.
Oh yeah, 100%, yeah.
So there's also a U.S. title match that I don't care about, which is sad because I love Bobby Roode. He's great and should be a great champion, but they're putting him in a feud with Randy Orton is the worst thing they could have done, in my opinion.
And it really should be heel Bobby Roode versus heel Randy Orton, or because it's neither one of these guys are great as a babyface.
No, heel Bobby Roode should have been a thing since the beginning.
I know.
You could he was over with the Glorious thing as a heel. Keep that, but instead he's just a happy, smiling babyface. I know. Which was Apollo's problem.
They don't know how to book babyfaces correctly right
now. No.
At all.
All their heels are booked perfect, almost.
I know.
Like The Miz, perfect.
Roman, perfect.
Well, yeah. Roman, Cena, them.
Yeah.
Typical heels, perfect. But for some reason, any, babyface that shouldn't be a babyface, AJ's borderline. I feel like he's better as a heel, but he's still okay as a face.
His promos are better as a heel.
Yes.
That's the only difference that he has, whether he's doing, heel or babyface, because his matches are always, pun intended, phenomenal.
Well, yeah. He's the best wrestler in the company, pretty much. But like you said, every match he's in, it's going to be good no matter what storytelling he's going to produce. But as a heel, I've always preferred AJ in that regard, with the club, stuff like that. But you can't win them all.
No. But I think, so let's get back to Bobby Roode versus Randy Orton. Obviously, you think Jinder's going to come out, and they're probably going to end up in a triple threat at Mania.
Yeah, probably. And what do you think? Jinder wins?
At Mania?
Yeah.
I think, all the people giving Jinder shit, he's had a hell of a year. At least they pushed him to have a hell of a year. Last year, yeah. So it's might as well. He's got to do something at Mania. He's earned it. I mean, they lost a lot of ratings when he was champ, but
I don't get it.
He
I
did
loved
his
it.
part. So.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you loved it for the most part.
I liked it at first.
Okay.
It went on a little longer than I would have liked.
Sure. What was it, like a 6-month kind of reign, or if that?
The only reason why it felt longer was it was him versus Orton basically almost the whole time. So there wasn't too many feuds to go.
Yeah, that killed it for me too because I don't like Orton very much. I've never really been an Orton guy, even back in his older days. Evolution maybe a little bit, but I don't know. He's a superior athlete. He's great. He's just kind of phoning it in now. He's done. I feel like he should go away. Kind of like Brock. Only I prefer Orton over Brock.
Yeah.
But obviously Bobby Roode is going to be winning this. There's no reason. Like you said, Jinder's probably going to interrupt. that's going to lead to a Mania match, and there's just no, I don't know. It's just there to be on the card, I guess.
The more I'm looking at it, the more I'm thinking this may be like Wrestle Triple Threat Mania.
There will be a lot of multi-person matches. Yeah,
I know. And remember, I don't know, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, I was saying the reason why things like Wrestle Kingdom gets so much like hype after it's done is that it's always the one-on-one matches. They're given time to tell a story. I thought WrestleMania was going to try to compete with that, but I feel like it's not going to be great.
No, it's come to the point where I'm actually more excited for the Raw after.
Yeah, a lot of people are.
I want to see Roman win. Obviously, I like Roman, but everyone knows that's happening, and like you've said before, the predictability is just it takes me out of it.
It takes the shine out.
Yeah, which is not, as a wrestling fan, that's not fun anymore, and it's a bummer. But I mean,
and the thing is, this is gonna have. They just started building. That's going to be the main event, and they just started building it last week.
Like, you're probably right. That is going to be the main event.
That's what they're shooting for.
I mean, why wouldn't it be, though, I guess?
Because, they used to have that thing where the Royal Rumble guy main evented, unless, it's anybody but Roman.
Well, that's another thing, too. Asuka, what is happening with her at Mania?
She's going to go after Charlotte.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, after she wins this match, probably, Asuka will come out, like, the next night or something, or the next Tuesday. And probably challenge her then, I would assume.
I think you're going to see that. I think you're going to see, obviously, Alexa and Nia.
Yeah, which will be, I mean, will it be a good match? I don't know.
Dude, Nia's stepped her game up.
No, it's not because of Nia. It's because of the size difference. It's really tough. I know, like, people like, this is a weird comparison, but people like Rey used to do it all the time. But it's very different. They have very, obviously, Bliss and Rey Mysterio have very different styles. So it's going to be interesting to see the dynamic. Obviously, they're really close friends, so they have the chemistry, the built-in chemistry already. But it'll be interesting to see how the match itself goes.
Yeah, I don't see it getting, blowing people out of the water. But
I think it'll be an okay match.
I don't think it's going to be bad.
It'll be fine. Yeah. It'll be a fun match, I'm sure. And who do you think? This is way early predictions, but who do you think would come out on top? Would it be Nia's time finally?
See, I'm such a big Alexa fan.
I know,
but Nia's been jobbed out, basically. To, not jobbed out. I mean, she's looked real strong into it, but, just, I guess, a phrase. She's lost a lot, we'll say that, to Asuka recently.
But everyone loses to Asuka.
Right, but maybe they really have to, I don't know. Maybe they'd have to give her the belt to make it happen.
As much, like you said, we're both big Bliss fans, so I want to see her win at Mania, but I feel like if you don't let Nia win, it just ruins her, in my opinion. Like, it's going to be, what does she do after that, Unless they continue it past Mania, something like that.
They could just turn her into just a Braun, because every time Braun loses a championship match, he goes haywire and kills
everybody
the next night on Raw.
I mean, they could go that route, but yeah.
What's Homeboy going to do? Him versus
Braun?
Elias at Mania?
Guess so.
Yeah, they don't know what they're doing with their top talent,
I know.
And it's aggravating.
Well, yeah, but like we've talked about before, Braun, do they see Braun as top talent, quote unquote?
No, they see Roman and Roman only as top talent.
That's the problem. And as much as I don't mind that, I understand why people do. Braun should be in a main championship match, and he's not for WrestleMania, and that's sad to me, because he's done the best work, in my opinion, all of last year and the beginning of this year.
I would say,
no doubt.
If I was giving out a Mizzy for most improved, it would be Braun.
Absolutely.
The guy, he tore it up. I mean, he really did. He
literally tore it up.
He went from people not giving a shit about him to complaining about his squash matches to building a legend in James Ellsworth to building himself as a legend with his, toppling over the, Roman Reigns. He beat him quite a few times.
I think that's really when I think the Roman Reigns feud is really when people got behind him. Because it was Roman Reigns, first of all. And that's when he really started showing what kind of personality he could have, and it turned everyone who was not about him before. It turned everyone into a Braun fan. I'm sure that's probably when the both of us really started feeling that way.
Dude, I was a Braun fan way back when he first got introduced in the Wyatt family, because he reminded me of the guy from fucking Animal House or whatever it is. So I've been on board, but again, I like bad things. So I liked him when he was bad. And I'm still on board now that he's good.
Right. That makes sense. You were an early fan.
Dude, the black sheep mask was such an awesome touch.
It was something. I mean, it was such a bizarre introduction. Yeah. But looking back now, I cannot believe where he is.
He's more over than Bray.
Absolutely. It's not even close either. Because Bray is just, Bray might get released.
No.
You don't think so?
Oh, no.
I don't know, man. Not like soon, but like he's going to be one of the ones that kind of gets relegated to either the mid or the low card and then just goes away. It's going to be bad.
Dude, they have too much talent is what it is.
I know, and it's sad. And then here's the thing, like we both like Kurt Hawkins, but he's still going to have a job and someone like Bray Wyatt might not.
Yeah. I think Bray's going to be around for a while.
That's just a feeling I have, and I feel that about a lot of other people too, because they have too many people. You know, I'm interested to see where the brand draft happens and what happens there. Bray could get moved back over to SmackDown, and I feel like on SmackDown he can do more. Hopefully, maybe.
Well, he
I don't know.
was champ over there.
Yeah, exactly. Like that just proves that SmackDown with the smaller format can do the things right that it wants to, but it just right now it's not good.
Dude, none of it's good.
No.
Unless you're a Roman Reigns fan, like,
Well,
why
I am.
Why are you tuning in?
I am, but that's the only thing that's like good right now.
But that's because it's the only thing
that they're building.
That they're building, yeah.
Yep.
I feel like it feels like I'm bashing on the guy, but I'm not.
Right.
He's got the biggest push behind him, which is they see warranted. So.
Right.
But you have other talent.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't. I understand. I do, and I don't understand because I like him as whatever he's doing. I feel like he's not as bad as everyone. It's just cool to boo Roman Reigns. Like, that's the thing. And he's being shoved down your throat. Sure.
Yeah, now it's cool to like him because as I see it on
I've been noticing
on the
that
comments,
as well.
it's like, oh, you just hate him to hate him. He's
Yeah.
a good-looking dude. No, it's a lot of them. Like,
Yeah.
I like him in small doses.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't really mind that, but I get that it's not for everyone. And it was the same with Cena, but Cena made it work. Roman I think he's getting there. And I think once he's champion, he'll be able to build on that more, but that's just my opinion.
He's been champ before, and it's fizzled out.
Hey, he's never had the big red belt, okay?
Yeah.
So this will be a whole new Roman era.
Oh, my God.
Oh, well. So let's get to the main event of Fastlane, since we've been talking about random shit
That's
the rest
way
of
it
the
should
time.
be. 'Cause
I know.
That's how creative I feel like they're going into this.
Yeah, like there's no rhyme or reason to any of this whole thing. They're just like, hey, let's throw every one of our talents from SmackDown in this match. And John Cena, I guess, because he's a free agent.
Oh, but by the way, we'll give it to you on Tuesday.
Minus John Cena.
Minus John Cena.
Ugh, yeah, it's going to be...
They don't know what they're doing.
I mean, we talked about it a little bit earlier. It's going to be a fun match.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's also kind of... We know what's going to happen, I think, because unless they do something that will just ruin any momentum for WrestleMania, it's going to be AJ winning, right? They can't have any other result. I know, but imagine how pissed off people would be if Cena is in a triple threat with Nakamura and AJ, which is what it would be. A triple threat. We've been talking about this. That'd be what, the fourth triple threat of the night?
Could possibly be. Yeah.
Maybe?
I think, from all signs that's been going around, Taker Cena's probably happening.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking too.
But if he doesn't, Cena's in the fucking main event. Well, in
I know.
one of the 3 main events that they're going to promote.
And again, I like Cena. That's whatever. But not when a dream match was booked and then taken away. That's not the way to do it.
I feel like I think AJ if it's singles, it's gonna open WrestleMania.
Ugh.
And I think
Why? No.
they want to close with your boy.
I
in
know,
Brock.
but if you wanted to do it right, they're gonna close with Roman, obvious.
Yeah.
But put Nakamura and AJ before that.
Because then there's the energy of the crowd's going to be out. You got to understand the flow of the matches has to be different. I know on paper it seems like that's what you would do, but
Where do they put the Undertaker match if that happens?
it can go wherever. It's
Will that
Undertaker
be
versus
before
Cena.
Roman and Brock?
Before Roman and Brock is going to be Alexa Naya or something. You got to remember, you got to bring the crowd down to build it back up because the crowd is already amped up to boo the fuck out of this match.
That's true.
They're not going to want to put their 2 internet darlings before it.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't know what they're doing, and I feel like we're not the only people saying that. No, we're definitely not the only people saying that because no one gets what's happening right now, and it's too bad because last year's Mania, if I remember correctly, was not too like it wasn't that bad, right? I don't remember much of it, so maybe it was bad.
That's the thing is that the last few haven't been that memorable.
No.
There's spots you remember.
Yeah, there's obviously Undertaker got retired, quote unquote
In
retired.
an awful match though.
Yeah,
Like awful match.
sure, but I get why they did it.
Yeah.
It was a storytelling thing more than anything. And then they ruined it by possibly bringing him back.
Yeah.
Which I think they will do for this year.
I feel like this is the way to go, though. Him versus Cena, because Cena's going to be able to, quote unquote, hold him up if he gets hurt again or whatever.
I agree. I want to see this match for its historical value alone. Right. And I'm shocked it hasn't happened earlier. And the only reason it hasn't happened earlier is because they didn't want Cena to beat The Undertaker. And what do you think he will now?
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. I think The Undertaker goes out on top.
You think so? Yeah. Nah. I think Cena's he's gonna beat him, and then it's gonna be some emotional thing, and then hopefully this is it. Not in a mean way, but I hope Taker's done after this.
He has to be. I mean, he looks like. I mean, he's fit as an older man.
If he was your grandfather, you'd be like, dude, my grandfather's the baddest dude on the planet.
Yeah, but if he was your grandfather, like he
that's
is
what I'm saying.
an older man. I think he's like 50 something.
Right.
And that's just, it's hard to watch him work because he's not like he used to be, and he hasn't been for years. It's been I can't remember the last time there was a good Undertaker match, like really good.
Him and Punk, I think, was probably the last one.
And I don't even remember what year that was. But
you don't remember Punk dumping the urn on him?
No, I remember it. That was a great feud, and that's another big problem with Taker. He's not around to build anything either anymore. Yeah. It was they kind of built it with Roman a little bit, but with Cena, I feel like he'll show up one time, and then they'll have a match at Mania. Yeah. That's all. If he even shows up, he might be on the Tron, and like the gong will go off, and that's it. Who knows what's gonna happen? And it's not gonna be enough.
It is funny though how they're booking the Roman Brock thing is like they're keeping Brock off to get major heat on him. And it's like to keep a Taker off just because it's what he does. It's funny how one guy gets the free pass, one guy doesn't. I get it, one's the champ, but
yeah, one shouldn't be the champ. I'd rather Undertaker be the champ.
You would think with this booking though that Cena would be the babyface going into it versus the Undertaker. You never know.
I don't think it'll be a babyface versus heel thing. Mm-hmm. I think it'll be a respect thing, which is how it should be. Neither of them are going to play a heel, but Cena will technically be the heel if you want to go that route.
Hopefully the story in that match is really good because it could be a complete dog shit match.
The story will be good. I feel like with these two people, the story is going to be good regardless because it's going to be Taker's last match. There's almost no way they can bring him back for another one after, especially if he loses again. There's no way. Like the legacy's already tarnished. Once Brock ended it, it was over. I feel like he should have just retired then, and I'm still hot about that because Brock was the worst human being possible to retire the Undertaker or to end the streak. Worst ever.
Well, look at the tear he's been on since he did it, dude.
Yeah, he's shown up 5 times.
Hey, but all he does is win.
That's because he's booked that way. Son of a bitch.
Same thing with Roman.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, but I want Roman. He'll be there every week.
Yeah.
Brock will show up. I hate Brock so much.
You're biting on this. I'm here every week shit. Cena did that when he faced Brock already?
And I liked Cena. Cena was great. Yeah, Cena's promos. I loved them.
They're basically replaying that whole thing.
I know. It's exactly the same thing. Just like, oh, you're a part-timer. Go away.
Yeah.
So Roman is me. I'm like, please go away. But yeah, I mean, AJ's going to win, and that's what we were talking about. So that's it.
I'm
that's
not
Fastlane.
amped at all for WrestleMania. I'm hoping they
I have to watch
up.
it because I'm gonna watch it because I have to. Mm-hmm. That's it. Yeah. I don't want to.
I just feel it's gonna not be that hot. I hope they change my mind with it.
It's a bummer because we need to kind of, as bad as it sounds, we kind of need to fake being excited.
No, I'm honest.
You're not. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's gonna be terrible.
It's gonna be terrible, but we have to fake enthusiasm in a way. Yeah. We have to amp ourselves up for something we're not excited for.
No, see, I amped myself up for the last pay-per-view. Yeah. And I was let down.
Yeah, but Elimination Chamber is gonna be better than this, for sure. Yeah. And I didn't watch Elimination Chamber because I was not here, but I know for a fact it'll be better than this.
It was very predictable. And the thing about that is WrestleMania is going to be very predictable. So it takes you out of enjoying what's happening because you're just waiting. It's like reading the end of the book first. It's like, why read the rest of it?
I mean, like I said, there are aspects of Mania that are going to be exciting to me. Like the IC title match, that's going to be an exciting match because I actually don't know who's going to come out on top. I think it'll be Miz, but it could realistically be any of the 3.
I think it's going to be Finn.
That'd be sweet. Like, I'm not unhappy with any of the results, but I want Miz to break that record. Yeah. So you know what I mean? I kind of want him to come out on top to do that. Make it a ladder match. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, well, maybe that's where Bobby Roode goes because they don't know what to do with the rest of their SmackDown talent. They can just do
A ladder match for Bobby
the
Roode with
US
like
title.
5 people, and that's when Zack Ryder comes back and wins.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, you never
I
know,
mean, that's
dude.
what he does. That was his one Mania win. He won the IC title in a fucking ladder match out of nowhere.
Are they not doing the Andre thing?
No, I don't
I've read
think so.
both. I've read that they are and that they aren't. So I
Well,
think
if they are, Braun wins. If they're not, Braun faces Elias.
so. If Braun wins, he's going to be off TV in a year. That sucks.
Yeah, that's a bummer, isn't it? But that's realistically where we're going with this, and it's
know.
too bad. So I mean, we kind of touched on Raw and SmackDown. We don't really need to.
No, like we said,
I mean, the only Ronda set up her match with Steph and Triple H.
Ronda doesn't know what a drum roll is.
Ronda doesn't know much yet, but I think it'll get better. This is my hope. I have a little bit of hope in Ronda, but yeah, it's not good.
Dude,
it's
and
not
then,
very good right now.
And then when it got physical between Triple H and Kurt Angle, they were like finger popping each other's assholes. It looked
Yeah.
it looked fucking bad, man.
Yeah,
That's gonna be a bad match.
I agree. But again, it's another storytelling kind of match. Hey, Ronda's here. She isn't
Yeah, but the
good
one
with the
thing-
authority, blah, blah, blah.
The one thing WWE is not good at right now is telling stories. So it's like, how good
That's
is
true.
that gonna be?
That's true.
Angle's trying to grab the ankle and Triple H trying to run away. It just
was-
looked like, I didn't.
It was brutal, but
Yeah.
what do you take it
Ronda
for what it
hitting a
is?
fucking soft ass Samoan drop.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's like, why are they doing this?
They need to work on a lot of things.
Yeah. They,
Did you hear about this is completely off base. Did you hear about the cruiserweight tag titles?
Yep.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Why?
I think it's gonna go along the lines of NXT. You know, now that
I mean,
Triple H
nobody
is doing more
watches
of
it.
I think more people watch it than they don't watch it live. I think that's the
Yeah,
thing,
maybe.
You know what I mean? So
But I mean, it was low on the ratings for a long time.
I
So
know.
I mean, if this brings in ratings, if they bring in like I guess Johnny Gargano, even though that makes me sad to say,
well,
bring
he's
him in, he'll
tearing
be a
up on
ratings draw.
NXT right now. So.
Yeah, he's going away.
No,
Spoiler.
he just murdered Ciampa.
Did he really?
Yeah. He was
I
wearing a
don't- I
mask
haven't
sitting in the
watched
crowd,
NXT,
man.
so-
Come on.
That's awesome. But I really should because I like Johnny Gargano a lot, so I really should watch his shit. But it's a weird decision that the tag titles, but it could be good, I guess.
I think they're gonna have an influx of talent after Mania, where they're gonna need more people
Yeah,
to
I
do
think-
more things, and yeah. So basically, they're gonna they need to put titles on something
Uh-huh.
to make it feel more important.
Well, I'm hoping they do the same with the women's division. I want women's tag belts really bad.
Yeah, might as
just
well have-
one. Like, I don't care what show it's on, but just have one and kind of have it be interbrand kind of.
It should
Maybe.
be a 6-man tag belt because they're always in triple threat or like 3-on-3 matches.
Yeah, but that would. I mean, there's a ton of talent, but you'd have to find.
That was a joke, Jake.
What? Yeah, but people have talked about that not as a joke. So, I mean, as much as you say it's a joke, it's not. It's not a reality. Like,
It's
it could
all
happen.
a joke right now.
Okay, yeah, but
I'm so down on the product, and I'm not the only one.
it's too bad. Yeah, because we need to talk about it every week because that's what we do.
Yeah.
But
I can't even make funny memes about it because I'm like, this
there's
is
nothing
just
funny
not good.
happening. It's so rough, and you hear it. You hear the pain in our voice. It's just so sad right now.
It's so sad.
But I mean, it's not much.
Hey,
you
Rey
can do.
Mysterio got injured. You want to talk about
Oh,
that?
son of a bitch!
Yeah. he
Rey
was-
Mysterio's always getting injured.
He talks to come back, and then poor bastard.
What was it?
You can't ask me
Something
facts
about his
right
something
now.
about his leg, probably. Yeah, it's poor guy. Like, I love Rey Mysterio, but do you think it might be time that he hangs it up? Maybe
I don't know, man. I think because he looked great when he came back. It's just
he did, but he's
He has
had
the
so
injury
many.
bug.
He's got like 4 major knee surgeries, and then just like a ton of. I was listening to him on Edge and Christian's podcast. He's had like, I don't know, 15 knee surgeries or something between all
this
of them.
was his bicep. It was a torn bicep.
Oh, okay, so it was his arm.
Yeah.
So
it's
okay,
nothing,
that's
yeah.
different, but I mean, there's still a lot of injuries. It's because he's a small dude, probably too.
Yeah. He's
But-
got a lot, well, he did have a lot of muscle on those bones too, and when you're that stature,
Yeah.
having that much muscle,
Yeah.
stuff tears a lot easier.
It's just too bad because I mean, he could have been. I mean, he'll be in the WWE Hall of Fame, sure, but he could have been.
Dude,
I
they
feel
put
like,
in Hillbilly Jim. Rey Mysterio's definitely getting it.
Yeah, they put in Hillbilly Jim. Yeah, they did, and Jeff Jarrett, but but yeah, I feel like he could have been so much more if he didn't have injury problems, which can be said about a lot of people.
100%. Yeah.
But I feel like he's like one of the mainstays.
Dude,
in
he's
that regard.
4'11", and he won the fucking heavyweight
title, yeah.
championship. Dude, I don't think there was much more he could have done.
No,
And his feuds with guys like, when Eddie, his feuds with guys like Eddie, Guerrero.
That was
and all
arguably
that.
my favorite feud of all time.
It's so good. Him and Big Show, or even him and JBL. Those guys tore it up together.
He was
man.
always in prominent feuds, and they were always phenomenal. They were always so good. And like I said, the thing with Eddie, they added, and that was like one of those really long feuds too.
Oh, yeah.
That I miss. You know, we don't get stuff like that anymore. Where they brought in Eddie or Ray's kid and said it was Eddie's, like wacky shit like that. I miss that.
That's what I'm saying. And now it's just like, oh, we have this match booked for WrestleMania. Let's just
A
throw,
year in
throw it
advance,
all
yeah.
together at the end, though.
They have it booked a year in advance, and we just got to be like, oh well, that's happening. So there's no, it's all predictable.
It just doesn't feel special.
Well,
WrestleMania.
that's why things like the Royal Rumble still excite me, because you're gonna get at least one or two surprises. Like I didn't know Nakamura was gonna win, but both of us kind of thought he would because it made the most sense. But we had surprises like Hurricane coming out, stuff like that.
Said,
You know,
you want surprises? It's the night after Mania. That's when it
yeah,
happens.
and like I said earlier, I get excited about that still because I know that they usually keep those pretty good secrets. I think this year it might be the Authors of Pain to take on the Bar because they don't have a match right now. What are they gonna do at Mania? You think?
There's been a few things. One of the things that was going around is that it could be a team of two guys who aren't a team yet facing the Bar.
What a surprise! It's Titus O'Neil again.
Correct. Or it could be you could get something along the lines of maybe some legend type tag team coming back of some sort.
Like what, Road Dogg and Billy Gunn or something?
I don't know. Not so much them.
No, I see. That's what
Yeah.
what that would make me excited. But that's it. I mean,
They're gonna throw two guys together, I think. And
well, the Revival jobbed to him on friggin' Raw this week, so I don't. You'd think that would be the next logical opponent for them, and they just lost, just out of nowhere. So
yeah, I honestly don't know, man. I don't know.
It's broken. Something ain't right.
Everything's broken.
Everything's broken. The product is broken. Bailey's a heel. Everything's going off the rails.
Don't worry about it though. This Raw coming up this week is supposed to be a big Raw. It's supposed to be some
be.
surprises. So
Yeah, until they get reported on Sunday,
yeah, I know.
and then we know about them.
But so hopefully this Raw is gonna re-amp me, man, because right now I'm depressed, I'm depleted, I'm fucking over this thing.
Yeah,
I want Mania to get over with so I can watch, the people I care about again.
I know. Yeah, because Mania season is just going to be the same few people, and we're going to be like, well, we don't really care about these people too much, so what are we going to do?
Mania
Watch
season,
6 hours of sadness.
There's an old expression that says the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, and that's Mania season's for the rich.
Yep, absolutely. And then Braun's the poor man's champion.
Yes.
So, SmackDown and Raw were lame.
Yeah, that was about it, man. I mean, I wish I could say more good things. That's all.
I do too. It's really depleting. Like you said, it's rough.
The only things that really stood out to me, honestly, were Nia crying. I thought that she did that pretty good.
It was a good good reaction.
Her match with Asuka I thought was pretty good.
It was.
Braun Elias I thought was good.
It was fun. It didn't take itself too seriously, and it was a fun match. I don't think they should ever do it again. Mm-hmm. Leave it be.
The Heyman Roman promo was what it was, but we've seen that a million times with whoever Brock's facing.
Yeah, the Mizzies was fun. I mean, it was there were fun segments, but then there were also slog segments that were just necessary but boring.
Every segment, even every match I just said, seemed like it was all just maybe 5 minutes too long.
Yeah.
They were really stretching.
Luckily, I watched the Hulu version, so it was only an hour and a half.
You lucked out.
Listen, it's the way to go. It's the way to go.
I know, I'm trying to be up to date, make memes.
Yeah, see, you got that problem. I don't. I just have to be here, and that's what I do. so that's what I do.
Oh, man. I almost just put on One Night in China to make me feel a little bit better about the current product.
Yeah, it might make you feel... will it, though? I don't know.
Yeah, because I'll be like, oh, yeah, there's this shit out there. And then...
That's true. Yeah, I mean, it ended with the Heyman and Roman promo, which you didn't like, and I really did. Which, I can understand both sides of the argument, but make yours first. I can't
understand yours.
I enjoyed the promo because it kind of reminded me of older promos,
Because it was
right.
the John Cena Brock promo.
I mean,
it was the Roman Reigns Brock promo
older
from
than
3 years ago.
I mean, older than that.
You liked it because you liked it the first 3 times.
You're probably right, but it kind of reminded me of kind of a ruthless aggression type promo, in a way. No. All right, maybe that was just me.
They're forcing the work shoot thing so much now that it's
okay. Yeah, that's true too.
I mean, yeah, you can like it. I mean, it is.
Damn it, I can,
yeah.
and I will.
But it's it's just. Sorry, been there, done that. I've seen this a billion times.
Yeah, so like I said, I understand, both sides. That's fine. But I want more Roman on my screen. I think it's great. And Paul Heyman can always cut a hell of a promo, whether it's the same promo every time or not. It's always going to be
got
a Paul Heyman
passion.
promo. Yeah, exactly. So it's fun, whatever. Have fun.
I think what they ought to do is just fucking shit can this whole thing. Have Paul Heyman turn on Brock and be Roman's manager.
Yes,
and
I agree.
That's the way they gotta go.
Full on heel Roman, even though he's already a heel.
Yeah, they'll just do whatever he does. He'll be like Brock. He's a tweener.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know how you can say Roman's not a full on heel because I haven't heard anybody cheer him.
I did last night or Monday night.
Yeah, because he said bitch.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, he swears.
Yeah. Well, even when he I feel like it's dulling. The boos are dulling a little bit.
You are sadly mistaken.
Maybe
man.
they edit it
Go
on the
to a
Hulu
show.
version.
Go
Maybe they
to a
edit it
show.
on the Hulu
Yeah.
version. But whatever. It's not cool to boo Roman Reigns anymore. I'm saying it now.
No, it's
You
cool
marks.
to like him. That's what's going on. Yeah, we're marks and smarks if you don't like
You
him.
marks.
That's what happens.
I don't know, man. It's rough.
It's just too predictable. The whole show's
I
predictable. This
know.
whole show has been us complaining about it being predictable.
Because it is.
It wasn't even... Oh, I don't know, man.
We have about 50 minutes of just us complaining about.
Oh,
About-
we've done this show before. Probably last WrestleMania, Josh and I.
Yeah,
because
probably.
It's not... WrestleMania season sucks. I mean, everybody gets
Uh-huh.
amped up for it. I mean, I make memes saying, like, oh, I got a boner for WrestleMania. I don't. I'm
No.
bored with it.
No.
It's like, I've seen enough of this, man. I'm not a Goldberg mark, and Goldberg versus Brock was a big thing. I'm not a fucking... Ronda Rousey versus Stephanie McMahon. I don't think that's cool. Like right now,
It's gonna lack
just-
good matches.
yeah, that's what WrestleMania does.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, New Japan World is where it's at.
I know.
If you want good matches, that's where it's at.
And good storytelling. Like it's both.
Yeah.
And I saw a question on Instagram, and this will kind of lead to our final end segment here. I want to do Instagram questions like
Yeah.
you did last week. I kind of want to make that a permanent fixture because I feel like that's good interaction with the people that listen to our stupid fucking opinions every week.
And we don't have to complain as much, hopefully.
That's true. Only I will.
Okay.
Because one of the questions is about me complaining. Is going to be. But I saw an Instagram question about is New Japan ever gonna be better than WWE as far as like ratings and everything? And unfortunately, I think the answer is no. Just because they don't have the audience, and I don't think they ever will. As far as product goes, I think it might already be better. But as far as audience, it will never surpass it. What do you think?
It could.
Sure,
It really
anything
could.
could.
I mean-
TNA could have.
WWE's house shows are so down right now. I mean, the Roman and because he's the head guy on Raw, and AJ as the head guy on SmackDown, they're not pulling in the numbers that they want to be pulling in, which is crazy to think.
I know.
Because those are two of the two great guys or whatever. But SmackDown house shows, there's like 6 guys there. I mean,
Yeah.
so I think what's going on right now is WWE is very oversaturated. They have so much stuff going on. They have so many different products. New Japan's focused on the one thing, and that could become dangerous for WWE if you want to call it that, whereas they just keep getting better and better and better at what they're doing. I'm telling you, I mean, their pay-per-views are worth it. Like New Japan's are. It's worth going to see those. It's worth, buying those. It's worth staying up to 3 in the fucking morning to watch it on New Japan time,
Right.
or Japan
I
time.
haven't yet, so I can't talk about that because I've never done it because I work for a living. So it's always on like some random. I don't have time, but I see clips and stuff, and like it's always some of the better wrestling that I've seen.
100% is. Because they let them wrestle is what it is.
Right.
But like you said, they need a better TV deal if they want to compete with WWE. They need to not be on at 3 in the morning if they want to compete with WWE in the U.S. market, because I'm guessing this was a U.S. question. You're supposed to read the Instagram handles, by the way.
Well,
for
I
whose
don't.
it
Well, yeah,
was.
but that one wasn't an official one.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
remember who it was.
But, so yeah, I would say that. I think product-wise, in-ring action, it's better. But storytelling, I mean, as much as I complain about WWE storytelling, they're more soap opera-based.
Yeah, it's super hit or miss. It's too bad. But I kind of got excited for a second because I just got a notification on my phone that said Jarvis Landry from the Miami Dolphins has been traded to the Cleveland Browns. So that's exciting news. We're a football podcast now because that's more exciting to talk about.
From one sad-ass team to the next.
This will be worse, but I'm excited to see it. I'm excited. So we're going to do questions.
Let's do some.
You want me to start? You want to start?
It's up to you, buddy.
All right. I actually took questions from last week because I wasn't here last week, and I liked some of the questions. I don't think you answered any of them, but if you did, let me know. This is from __C _R_T_T__.
Nailed it.
I'd say so. Who is one of your least favorite wrestlers and one of your current favorite wrestlers?
That shit changes week to week for me.
Sure.
So it's
If you had to choose.
That's like people. I mean, we had a question too from Billy Shankloss. I like butchering the names.
Oh, yeah.
He asked who's on your Mount Rushmore of WWE.
I saw that.
That's something else that it changes weekly for me.
Yeah.
One of my favorite current wrestlers, though, if I had to, just throw one out there, that's not Braun or, one of these guys.
Yeah, say we both take Braun out of the situation because I feel like he might be at the top for both of us.
Did he
so
specify
take him
WWE?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to say yes because it says signed.
You must have one on hand. Well, who is it for you?
It'd be Elias.
Elias,
currently, because he's just done such great work. He's kind of self-built, whereas he's got himself over without... I mean, he's got a prominent spot usually every week just by doing his weird singing thing, which is what he did all the time anyway. When they dropped the Elias, like when they dropped his last name, for whatever reason, I was like, oh, that's it. It's going to be ruined. Because he was never really doing anything. But he has grown so much and cuts great promos. He's just so much fun to watch.
He's relaxed.
He knows what he's doing, and he's just a ton of fun. So he's probably my number one right now. I just wish they would do... I mean, they're doing a lot with him, but I wish they would do more.
I'm going to go NXT and go Aleister Black.
That's a good... Yeah, I didn't even think of it.
He's great in the ring, and his entrance is going to be something I think translates over to the main roster.
Hopefully.
I think
it's going to be hard. There's people like Velveteen Dream, who I like a lot as well, that'll be easy to ruin. But I feel like if they ruin Aleister Black, they should just shut the doors.
He's somebody I think that can come in and be a good, Miz level. I think, I'm talking like, IC champion, US champion, that type of guy. Because stature-wise, he's not the tallest out there.
Yeah, but he's still like bulky. He's a big dude.
Yeah, and I think he can have great matches. But again, I mean, they're more show. I mean, look at Finn's entrance is the most over thing about him. A lot of people say.
Bobby Roode, too.
Yeah, Bobby Roode's entrance. I think Aleister Black is the next guy who's got a great entrance.
Yeah, but I hope they do more with him. Like, I just want him to... I want him to be something.
I think he's going to be NXT champ before he comes up.
Well, that would be good, and that's what they kind of didn't do with Apollo Crews, people like that. They might not do it. They're probably not going to do it with Johnny Gargano.
Well, they did with Elias, and he's having a hell of a time on the fucking main roster.
That is an exception. Ty Dillinger was never NXT champion.
Braun was never NXT champ.
Braun wasn't. Oh yeah, I guess he was, but he was a Rosebud first, so he's really doing a lot better now. So, it's you. Oh, you kind of did the Mount Rushmore one, but we didn't really answer it.
All right, do you think... Here's a good one from Valiant Wrestling.
All right.
Do you think WWE will screw up Fastlane? ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They already have.
They threw it together last
We kind
minute.
of talked about that already, but yeah, absolutely.
That's why I thought that was funny.
We didn't answer... Who's our least favorite right now? Mine should be obvious.
Brock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should go away. I hate him.
I don't really... I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have one.
You don't really
just
not
can't
like
stand.
people?
Yeah.
Mine's Brock. And I have... my next one is... Who is this is kind of similar, but I'm not going to say Brock. Who's the most overrated wrestler on the roster, the WWE roster? So take NXT out of it. Who's the most overrated on the WWE?
I don't really know who's rated. Like, I don't understand, like, when people ask me, he's so underrated or over it. It's like, he's just not utilized correctly or utilized too much, I guess is a better way to say it.
I have a very clear answer, and it would be Brock because he is overrated, but I have a different answer. It's Sasha Banks. The other person I notoriously do not like.
Both those guys can go in the ring, Brock and Sasha. Though,
Brock cannot go in the ring anymore.
Don't know
absolutely
wrestling.
not.
That's not true.
That man has 2 moves, and he's a piece of shit.
He's got more moves than Roman.
Roman's better. Roman's a better wrestler.
That's all opinion.
And she's over. Her character's overrated, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
Because I always enjoy her matches as a wrestler. Sure. I don't enjoy Brock, so that's different. But her matches as a wrestler, I enjoy every single time because she can wrestle when she's not almost killing herself. But as far as her gimmick goes and her character goes, I think Bayley's a little bit the same thing. Her gimmick's ridiculous, and Sasha's is overblown and a little ridiculous as well. She kind of takes it too far, I guess. I don't know what it is, but I can't stand it.
I got you.
Which you know,
Yep.
you know. You got anything?
Yeah. So who will be competing in the main event of WrestleMania 36?
30. Wait, what are we on now?
We're skipping, man.
34?
We're on 34.
Oh, so we're skipping a year.
This, by the way, is from S10N_M.
We're skipping a year.
Yep. I'm going Roman Brock.
Stop.
They've done this every other year bullshit, and it's going to keep
Stop.
happening.
No, it's
He'll
going
be
to
done with UFC by then. That was a great question, and that's my answer. Roman Brock.
It's gonna be Roman and a clone of Roman.
Yeah,
we're gonna in that middle. No. It'll be Roman and an actual clone of Roman, because in that middle year that we didn't talk about, it'll be Roman Cena, and then somehow in that span we're gonna find cloning technology that's good enough to clone a human. and it'll be Roman and Roman.
I think it could happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or it's Roman versus a hologram of Roman.
Who would you boo? Or who would you cheer?
Oh, hologram.
Hologram.
Yeah.
Technology.
Yeah. It'll be cool to cheer hologram and boo real.
Hologram reigns.
Yeah, hologram reigns. So this one's not really a question, but it made me laugh a lot. So, what is your opinion? It's a question. What is your opinion on Still Real to Us Day? Why? Because we have Rusev Day, so why not honor this amazing channel at the same time? That was from JP Abstract Art.
Still Real Day is pretty fucking lame today because it's just, we're depressed about what's happening in the world of wrestling.
Yeah, but just like Rusev Day, Still Real to Us Day is every day.
It's that's true. All right, yeah. It's a good day.
Yeah, it's always a good day.
Up,
whether it's shitty or not. Whether it's shitty or not. That's what we got.
Right.
You got anything?
I got one last question.
Okay, let's go.
Release one, push one, relegate a main event star to the mid card.
Oh. There's one main event star, so I don't
release one. You're gonna say Brock. You're predictable. You writing for WWE?
I might be. Yeah, I mean, Brock should go away. Yeah, but that's. I can't really think of anything else. I don't want Bray to be released, but I feel like he might do better somewhere else. You know what I mean? There could be an answer like that too.
Storyline wise, I would think it would be funnier to release John Cena.
Oh my god.
He could go do his movies. I feel like if they had a scenario where Cena keeps losing and just keeps losing,
and he's just like, all right, I'm leaving.
No, and they're like,
they release him.
Yeah, well, you don't have it anymore. You're gone.
Bye.
And then he comes back eventually. Yeah, obviously.
And at WrestleMania 25, the one we skipped, or 35,
35, yeah.
And that's the one we skipped. He'll face Roman, win the title, and then we'll get hologram Roman.
Push one superstar. I think we're both facing the facts on this one.
Oh well, no, because he's already getting a push. It's just in the wrong direction. Yeah. It's just in the wrong direction.
And relegate a main event guy to the mid card.
There are two, so I mean, take your pick.
Yeah, I mean, they already did that with Rollins and Finn. They're both
main event caliber guys, and they're not in the main event. So either your pick is Roman or AJ right now because they're the only true main eventers, and that sucks because I don't want either one of them in the mid card. Yeah. Roman's already been there, and AJ's already been there. So
they both won their mid card titles on their respective brands.
I have no answer for that because there is no real answer.
I think we're gonna get AJ moved to Raw after the shake-up and challenge Roman for the Universal title. That could be something.
Well,
cool.
that would mean AJ would have to lose at some point.
No, the Superstar shake-up thing isn't happening until June.
So we'd have to lose between Mania and June, though.
Oh yeah.
So to who?
Who cares?
Roman
could lose.
I guess, yeah. They move him over to SmackDown.
No, I'm saying Roman could lose, and whoever has the Universal title gets switched to SmackDown.
Okay.
Get that ugly ass thing off your main
That
brand.
red belt does not need to be on SmackDown. It'll show up way worse with all the blue around it.
It doesn't need to be on anything.
I disagree.
It's an ugly title.
I love it.
There's no prestige.
Fuck Brock.
Oh man, fuck Brock and Roman. I've seen this.
No, love Roman.
I don't even hate Roman.
Roman all the time.
This matchup, I'm over.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop. It's
You're
over.
talking to WWE, right?
It's over.
You gotta stop with this.
I know. Do the plug so we can go home.
At Still Real to Us on Instagram and at Still Real AP on the Twitter. And, check us out on Patreon. Hopefully next week we're going to have a better show, guys. We'll be more prepared. We
fucking hope so.
Won't be buried under a bunch of snow.
Yeah, I realize that we have our first official... I mean, we have a lot of haters, I'm sure, because we have wrestling opinions online. But our first official Still Real After Party hater is Mother Nature.
Oh, yeah.
Because every single time there's a snowstorm, it's on a Wednesday, and it fucks us. So...
But we'll also have a guest next week, guys, so I'll be posting that later this week, and you can ask questions that we'll send to him or her.
Whomever it may be.
Or an intergender type dude lady.
With a goatee.
Kind of.
It's there. Doesn't have much to sit on, but it's there.
Peace, love, and leg drops. We out.
Happy Rusev Day.